ladies, DJ Lady S here once again. I think I have something fun to share with you, like I said that I would in the previous videos. Well, I'm not sure if you saw my Michael's Hello Kitty haul. If you didn't, I invite you to go back and take a look at that because I found some great deals. And I know I say in a lot of my videos that I just went crazy, I went nuts. Well, that's just me explaining how much fun that I had doing the shopping and buying the things that I bought and getting them for a great price. First of all, a couple of people have sent me an email about my hair. This is another new wig I'm trying out. I have not curled her or anything. I'm just trying to get used to the length and everything and just trying to work with it with my face. So yes, it is another wig, of course. You don't go from straight to 18 inches long hair in a 2-week period. That just doesn't happen. So I'm still working with it and everything. However, getting back to my Hello Kitty haul, and I'll have to amend this video or load up another video later today because I have more Hello Kitty things coming. But I just wanted to share with you part of the agenda that I have put together for myself and how I incorporated the pages that I showed you in my other haul. And so this is what it looks like. This is the notebook. And remember I showed you that I got 4 all total, but this is the one that I'm starting with. And I purchased, or it came in a kit, this multicolor pen of Hello Kitty, which I love, love, love. And I just stick it right here. Easy to get to, it's not going anywhere, it doesn't get in the way, and when I'm ready to use it, it's just right there. When I'm done, I just slide it right on there, slides on and off just fine, and it does not get in the way of the function of the book. Now you can see my little ribbon sticking up here. I will show you, those are all like my page markers for my dividers or different things, so we'll just get into that right now. So again, this was just a notebook that I went ahead and I cut the spine. I used my Zutter Bind It All and my O-wire ring. This is a 1-inch O-wire ring. And as you can see, that's how thick it is. And that's because behind every month, I have a weekly page, a daily page, my weekly blog. I have a note section, and I have a chore chart. Now the chore chart I downloaded from various websites. Or actually what I did was I went to Google and I put in Hello Kitty, and then I clicked on images, and then all these Hello Kitty images popped up. Well, there were a lot of images on there that were different things that people posted, and so I just downloaded those and printed those out for my book. Now my chore chart is actually made for kids because Hello Kitty's for kids, but I'm a big kid at heart. And so I said, you know what a fun way to just put that in there. I don't care if it's made for kids. I just love the way it looks. So each month has the same attachments to it. Again, like I said, you have your monthly calendar, your weekly calendar, your daily, your chore chart, your note sheet, and it seems there's something else there. But we'll get into that as I go along. Of course, the reason why I use the binder this size or booklet this size is because it can lay completely flat, as you can see, and I can throw it back just like that, and it does not get in the way. I'm a big writer, and so I need lots of room, and by writing in my book, this is my logo, by writing in my book going from left to right, my hand doesn't run into the spine. If I was to have it, you know, the spine here and have the personal size and have the page go this way, I make my calendar to go this way. And then there are my note pages that go portrait. But pretty much if I'm going to do writing, a lot of writing or something, most of the things are going to be in the landscape feature because I need my hand to flow and just to keep flowing instead of running into a spine. So here's my logo page that I just have to have all the time. I just love my logo. Everyone asks me, is that me? And it's no, this is a logo, an image that I bought from Vistaprint about 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago now for $19. So now I'm the owner of this logo, and it's in color and black and white. So but I just love that logo for my other business. On the back side of that, I have 31 ways to a stronger marriage. I just thought that this was really cute. I have it in my other agenda as well. And with this being April 4th, the 4th heart for the day would be do a household job. And that means together. All this is supposed to give you suggestions to do together. Like yesterday was leave a special note. And I did that for my husband, and he just got a kick out of that. So I just thought that this was really cute and fun. And so I incorporated into this agenda as well. I did laminate the pages. Okay, these were two separate sheets, my logo and the marriage, Stronger Marriage sheet. I put them back to back, and then I laminated them, and so that's the first two things that I like to see when I'm opening up my agenda. I have my special dates here, just like I have in my other book. Okay, and I love that. And then I took some of my Hello Kitty stamps, and I'm just decorating some of the pages as I go along, because this was not a Hello Kitty page. I downloaded this from someone else's free printables. But I like the colors. I love all the fun and everything. I know a lot of people, some people are very structured and it needs to be black and white. And then there are others that just need color all over the place. And I'm like that. I want this to be fun and light and enjoyable. And if I miss something that I have on my schedule, it's not the end of the day. The world is not going to fall off its axis because I didn't, do the laundry at 2 o'clock and done by 2:45, or 3:45, whatever the case may be. Life is a bowl full of cherries, and every now and then you're going to get a bad pit. It happens. So I just roll with the flow. This is what April looks like. And I have my Hello Kitty right here. Now, these are very plain, but as you can see, I have little stickers here and a little sticker down here, and that's what I love. And I just wrote a few things for the month of April. Not done. April just started. But as things happen, I'll just fill them in and everything. But again, I have my calendars going landscape instead of portrait. And to me, this gives me more room, and it's just so much easier to do 8.5 by 11 and print it that way, and I don't have to worry about special paper. I don't have to worry about cutting it down to size. This is just perfect. I love, love, love it, and this is just what works for me. I don't plan on trying to fit this in a purse or anything to carry with me everywhere that I go. I'll have a smaller book that just have just things jot down, but not a real agenda book and, put my business cards and things like that. And I have a card case for that and all that, and I'll just keep like a little notebook and a little notepad in my purse. And if I need to incorporate information from there to this calendar agenda book, I will do that. So that's my monthly. This is what my weekly looks like, and you see big old giant Hello Kitty right there. See, to me, this is just a lot of fun. And each month will have these pages behind it. That's my weekly. Here's my weekly blog. Now, this goes portrait because everything is still going from left to right, but it's just not a whole lot that I need. I have enough space to write and everything, but if I try to print this in a landscape, it just wouldn't look right. So I don't mind turning my book back and forth like this because I'm only doing this, a couple of times throughout the week. But this is my weekly social media tracker. I downloaded this from a free printable that was available on the internet. And this is not a Hello Kitty page, but I did stamp a couple of Hello Kitty things and put some stickers there, and I've already written some things in there for my blog for this week. And so the next page after that is my daily page, which I have not done anything on this yet, but I just was playing around with some of my Hello Kitty stickers and punch and stuff, and so, or stamp I should say, so I was putting some things on there. Again, this was another free printable that I downloaded, and once again, I'll just keep repeating this throughout the video here, that every month has the same pages right behind it. Okay, then here's the chore chart that I was telling you about. This is, I downloaded this or printed this from chorechartsforkids.com, and that's what it looked like. How fun is that? Wouldn't that put a smile on your face if you came and you checked out your chore list and you opened this up and you got Hello Kitty staring at you, and it's just so fun and it's so whimsical. And I printed this in the landscape as well because it just gives me more room to write. I just love having all the room to write instead of trying to write in little tiny squares and, bleeding into the next day or something. I mean, that's going to happen, but you just have so much more room instead of writing so small and everything. But I'm a big writer anyway. I know a lot of people are small writers and everything. They write really tiny, but I just write big and it's easier on the eyes. So that's one chore chart page. And then behind that will be my note page. And that's what this one looks like. Okay, so I have different note pages and just, I think, another style of a chore chart. And so we just go to the next month, which would be May. And as you can see, they all have the same, a look and appearance to them. Hello Kitty will always be here. As I come to this month, I'll start decorating it with some stamps and stickers and some washi tape and ribbon and so on and so forth. So each month is like that. And here's what, let me show you what the other chore chart looks like that I downloaded. When I get to that, I'll show you that. But here's another note page. And that's a Hello Kitty note page that when I was on Google, that was one of the ones that was on the image sheet. And then to have the separator dividers from different sections of my agenda, here's a laminated divider that I made. And then these are some paper clips, star-shaped paper clips that I received out of the novelty stationery set that I bought from Walmart. And then I just took some red polka dot ribbon and I just put it on the star-shaped paper clip right here, and that just designates a divider in my agenda book. And that one is actually separating our summer schedule, because we go to a lot of jazz festivals and concerts and things, and so that's going to be at the beginning of June. June is my birthday month, and that's when a lot of the concerts kick in. So I know that right here I'm going to go to this section, and this is going to be where I will write down which concerts we're going to go to. So I put that right in the middle of my agenda book. Even though the concerts go all the way through to October, I just like it at the beginning of June. Well, because it signifies my birthday month. So here's another version of the chore chart that I found online under Google. Okay, so that's just another one. And again, when I go to this book, I want to feel happy about it. I don't want to feel so regimen about it. I want to be very happy. I want it to bring a smile to my face, and I just want to enjoy my agenda book. I want to show you another note page that I have. That's what that one looks like. Okay, and then I think I might have one more chore chart. I think, yeah, here it is. And that's the other chore chart. See, like I said, I have it changed out throughout the year, so it just gives me something different to look at. Another separate section that I have is my contact list. And this is Hello Kitty. This is a divider that not contact. This is going to be my internet addresses. Okay, so this is this is the separator that I use for my internet addresses. And as you can see, I used another paper clip, and this I used some yellow polka dot ribbon. And what I mean by internet addresses, I made this form from when I'm checking out a lot of your websites, or if I'm shopping or something, be it for crafts or anything, something for my hair or makeup. I went ahead and I made an internet address form, and it just says website, purchases, and notes. I will not put passwords on here for any websites that I set up or websites that I visit, and then you have to set up a password. You just don't do that. I know a lot of places that print these little address books for us in our internet addresses. They have the website, your username, your password, and it's like, no, that's not good security. So I just have the website. If I'm making any purchases, what did I make, and it have the date and expected delivery time, and that will also go down in the notes section as well. So I went ahead and I printed that. And I didn't print it back to back, which I should have. I just printed it singly on a sheet of paper, and I wish I would have printed it back to back, but as time goes on, I will do that. I also printed a summer and spring chore list, and I downloaded this, a free printable from organizedhome.com. And you have your spring checklist, which we know it's spring cleaning time, and you have your summer checklist. And this is great. I'm going to start filling this out today because I've already shampooed my carpets, and I need to do it again in about 4 weeks. But shampoo my carpets, switch out my winter blankets to my summer comforters, and then my winter towels and replace them with my spring and summer towels, and take out the beach towels and put those out and things like that. So that's what this chore list is all about, my checklist. And, just making sure I replenish the the sunblock and the chapsticks and the sunscreen and all those things that they expire after a while. You just need to go clean house and then go to Walmart and refurnish it so that you always have it. And then here's a master to-do list that I downloaded from organizedhome.com. And with this is for like throughout the whole year. It's like wash your windows every 6 to 8 weeks, however often you do it. Shampoo your carpet every 6 to 8 weeks, or however often you do it. You know, if you're going to change, well, this is going to sound crazy, but I change out my switch plates. I have switch plates for the fall and winter, and then I have switch plates for spring and summer. And so I switch them out. So, you know, that's part of my, it could be my spring and summer checklist, but master to-do list as well. So it's kind of like an overall list, and then you can break that down into your spring and summer, and then there's also a fall and winter chore checklist as well. Part of in this section as well is things to work on for myself. Like this is from she'sorganized.com, and this is called my weaknesses. And so there are things that I need to work on, like maybe be a little more diligent in staying on schedule, or maybe be a little more patient when it comes to my kids, and what can I do to be more understanding instead of just always being that and not trying, not to have control, but you know, when you're a mother, it's just kind of hard to let them do their own thing when you know it's going to be a disaster later. So but it's not so much to make you feel bad, but it's just to give you something to focus on, like, you know, my daily prayer and praying for other people, which I do that all the time. But, you know, sometimes you get complacent and you put yourself before a lot of other people. So it's just to keep you more tuned in and more humble. And just, you know, appreciate what we have, and know that what we have is because we worked so hard for it. And then this is another sheet that says on my mind list, and just jotting down some maybe future projects that I want to work on. And, you know, not so much that it has a time frame on it, but just to kind of, you know, remind yourself. And they're just things that are on your mind. Oh, I need to pray for my girlfriend and her daughter and their kids, you know, or, you know, make sure that you know, I do this for the church, and, you know, keep track of our donations, or go through my closet and, you know, get the donation box ready for next week, you know, just different things like that. So just whatever kind of pops into your mind, and different things that you need to work on. The contact section, this is the divider for that, and I thought that was so cute. Look at Hello Kitty with her phone. And so I have my contact list back here. And this is just the same format as my other agenda that I showed you, and it's the same contact list there. And then behind that, we're getting to the end. Here's another divider here. As you can see, the little pink star paper clip there with some pink and white ribbon, polka dot ribbon. And behind this section is just the different blank note pages that I had throughout the agenda that I just put back here. That's the blue star paper, and then we also have the cherry note paper there, note sheet there. And behind that one, I just made a blank red heart border, just a blank one. That could be for doodling and all of that, because I definitely need lines to write straight. And then this was the very first note sheet that I showed you behind April. And then, what else do I have behind there? Oh, and this was a fun one. This was like, it has gifts and shoes and Hello Kitty down there. That's just another blank note sheet. And these, again, was just something that I downloaded from Hello Kitty images through Google. And then I have the calendar at a glance, or year at a glance, at the very back. I did not laminate that, but don't have to. You know, it wasn't a big deal to laminate that. But that's what my Hello Kitty agenda book looks like. Now, you're going to say, well, it looks just like your other one. And you know what? You're absolutely right. It does. I like the concept of my other book. And I'll show you that just real quickly. Here's the first one that I made. Now, the difference between, look how thin this one is, and look how thick this one is. You see the two? Well, that's because my Hello Kitty has those pages behind each month, where this one doesn't have all those pages behind each month. And this was the first one that I was working on, and so I was just kind of trying to figure out what I wanted this one to do for me. So It's not that thick because I don't have the same amount of pages in it behind each month. And that's okay. This one works really, really easy for me just the way that it is, because this is my fun personal one. And I did turn this into a fun personal one, but also part of my husband's business to keep track of his stuff in here. So I like this one to be as thin as it is. I don't need all those different sheets behind it for this one, because I have my DJ job, my radio DJ job. I also have my Blog Talk Radio, and I also have my Ustream channel that I keep track of in my Hello Kitty agenda, where my what I call my princess one is more like for his business and just some of my craft things that I do here, and also some of the craft stuff that I put over in the Hello Kitty one. So the Hello Kitty is just more really for me, and I did incorporate this as part of my husband's business too as well. So that's it. I will be back later because I'm receiving some other Hello Kitty stuff. Actually, it's the tote bag and everything else that I'm going to use to house this and my other agenda, and I got that from KMC Style on YouTube. She has a great video. It never dawned on me until I saw someone else do this. She has a a centralized tote that she uses for all of her Filofaxes, personal agendas, her journal books and everything. It's got her pens and her pens and stapler and scissors and pencils and notepads and everything just incorporated in this tote bag. And it never dawned on me that, you know what, you can have a separate tote bag for your agenda stuff, especially if you have more than one. So that kind of threw the light bulb on for me. And so my daughter went to Little Tokyo and she bought a bunch of Hello Kitty stuff for me. So she was showing me on Skype yesterday, and it's like, okay, I really need to finish my book so I can put it in my tote bag. And so she's bringing that down today. And when she brings that down, I'll put all my things in there, and I'm do another video to show you all the fun stuff that she bought me and how it's going to house all of my notebooks, because I keep them all pretty much this size because, like I said, I just write big and everything. But I really love the idea of having a centralized tote for your agenda and your Filofaxes and your Millberries and all the other, your Franklin Covey and Dayrunner and your Arc and Martha Stewart and all those other ones that are out there. And so I really enjoyed putting this together and personalizing it myself and everything, and I just cannot wait for my daughter to get here so I can finish it all up and show it all to you all at once. So, well, thank you so much, ladies. I really appreciate you tuning in and just listening to me babble on and sharing what little bit that I do that makes me happy and puts a smile on my face and enjoying the day. So, thank you so much. I will see you next time. As always, be blessed, and I'm looking forward to you tuning in my next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.